Hi, Adam Bazalgette here, founder of SW Golf Academy. I'm at the beautiful club at Mediterra in Naples, Florida. Today's subject, should you forward press to start your golf swing? Show you three negatives, three things that can happen that would be damaging for you, but also two positives, two ways to use it correctly. Very briefly, if you're new to our channel, maybe you've never subscribed before, I'd love it if you do that. It helps us build momentum. If you do so, please hit the red bell there. We'll notify you every time a new video is coming your way. So what is a forward press? Well, pushing the hands forward at address. Now, before we get into all the specifics, let's look at two of the greatest players of all time that did this differently. Jack Nicklaus on the left in his early playing days, relative early playing days there for Tiger on the right, and you'll see, although not a huge forward press, his lead arm and club are nearly in a straight line. That is certainly not true there for Tiger Woods. So what that tells you, first thing, it isn't definitive. These guys are two of the best of all time. You can forward press a little. The key is, Mr. Nicklaus there only did it a little bit. Let's have a look at him face on with an iron, and Tiger Woods. And again, you'll see a subtle difference. Nicklaus just favored that forward feel with his hands, more of a sense of lead arm and club in a line, but it's only subtle. Okay, let's get into the negatives. First negative is it can distort your setup a little bit. Now, a very subtle forward press is fine, as we just saw there with Nicklaus, but you start pushing the hands way up here, and I see this a lot teaching golf, it will almost inevitably topple your upper body the wrong way and you'll get too much tilt, almost a driver type setup there at address. It can also distort your grip while we're on the subject there, because you start pushing the shaft over here, that's a lot I realize, but you will likely grip more on the back of the grip. It'll probably strengthen your grip. So number one, it distorts the setup. Number two, hey listen, the fact of the matter is on a full shot, just because you put your hands a couple of inches forward there at address, in no way does that guarantee they're going to be there at impact. It just doesn't. So much movement happens in the golf swing, so many things happen, there's so much dynamic energy in the golf swing, anything could happen at impact, so it doesn't help for that reason. Let's check here for reason number three. Forward presses can damage your takeaway. The great majority of golfers that I see in giving golf instruction get the club behind them in the takeaway. You start pushing those hands forward and create some bend in that trail wrist, you are much more likely to get the club behind you as you start the backswing. That felt reasonably good. So what might be the positives? What might be good times to use a forward press if it's a fairly subtle one? Well, the first one, sticking with full swing, it could be a trigger. Basically, if you looked at Jack Nicklaus, he had that forward press, but he would also slightly move his head away as he did that, sort of twisted away, helped him get the swing started. Triggers can be helpful. So if a wee, small, subtle forward press helps you get out of the gate, it's probably okay. For the second one though, for the second time when I would recommend maybe using it, let's go to the short game. Okay, time I most recommend a forward press in these little shots around the green. Now you recall I said in the full shots, just putting your hands a couple of inches forward by no means guarantees it will be there at impact. That doesn't hold so true around the green. The reason being we're only making a very small stroke. So the position we begin in is much more related to impact position, but even then, it's not a forward press in the terms of just sticking your hands forward. What it is it's the body presetting in a dynamic position that puts the hands in that forward spot so that the position I set at address is much like the one I'm going to meet at impact. You stick to that, you're going to have some success. I hope that helps you whether or not you should start your golf swing with a forward press, how to do it. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video, we'd appreciate that. Best of luck with your golf.